You better do it right now. Don't wait on nobody. The first thought you have is, how can I help somebody or do something good? Act on it. Why not? We act on our negative ones and we see where that get us. So why not do God's work? Why not do something every single day before you lay your head on that pillow and be like, yeah, I did my big one, blessing that person, saying hello, opening that door, navigating them, encouraging them, winning and losing and showing those people that it can be done. Being a leader, like I call myself a leader because that's what everybody say, but I'm just really a human, and I just do what God's tell me to do. I can't explain it. It's natural. I love to be a blessing, and I love to get blessed as well. Like that, we were just having a conversation, is when you're always boots on the ground, nonstop, you always have to restore and rest as well. So I would always tell a young lady, if you're out there boots on the ground, if you're a student, if you're a mother, if you're a sister, if you're an auntie, if you're a grandma, do the work, but also rest. So you can continue to do the work and show others how to rest and do the work.
Hey guys, we're here with Community Powered ATX, and I'm here with my co-host Madi, and we have a special guest today, which is Nyeka. Hi, can you introduce yourself for us real quick?
Yes, my name is Nyeka Arnold. I'm a born and raised Austin native, mother, and I am the founder and executive director of the Healing Project.
Oh, it was really nice to meet you, and thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you.
Yes,
So our first question is, what was the community like when you were growing up?
Oh, wow. Austin was so weird and loving, and it had so much economic empowerment. We had black and brown solidarity. It was everything. And I think that's what drew a lot of people here to Austin. And unfortunately, Austin isn't weird anymore, but we were just a close-knit community. We looked out for one another. You can catch the bus line. When I used to catch the bus as a kid, and I can go from North Austin to East Austin, and we didn't even have like cellular device. That's one thing about being born in the 90s. You know, I was born with a device and not, so it was hard for us to communicate while you were on the transit. But your family members or friends in the neighborhood, they'll be able to see you and call your mom and dad and be like, hey, I just seen these kids on the bus, just letting you know they're on the way. And we just be like, oh my God, how do y'all know? But it's just the communication, the relationship, and the trust we had in our community. That's how close we were. I miss it a lot. We used to walk everywhere. Austin, just talking about the old Austin, I can talk about the old Austin for a long time.
I don't know. I feel like when I hear about like people speak about the way they grew up in those type of communities, it's like I have a sense of longing because I wish I was able to experience something like that. But like as we get more like into it with like the whole displacement and gentrification, I kind of like missed out on having like a community like that. So I guess it's really nice to hear like you're reminiscing on it, and it's just like it's just an amazing time of my life.
Heck yeah, there used to be blocks full of black and brown businesses, clubs. It was so beautiful. Like we used to walk everywhere. We used to have a curfew also in East Austin. You have to be inside by 10 p.m. When I was growing up, we didn't see any white folks on our side of town, like in East Austin at all. Not one, unless they were doing something they had no business doing. But we didn't see them at all. It was just our own side of town that we were forced to, and we made something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Let's hear that. My second question is,
honestly, trauma. It started with a lot of police injustice and social injustice, especially growing up in Austin, in East Austin. I've seen a lot of police brutality. I also experienced it as well. So when there was, I believe 2020, there was a George Floyd thing going down in Austin. I don't want to say it was a protest or it was just all the states were doing it in our country. Everybody was out there, and we were out there trying to bring awareness. Although I wanted to bring more awareness to Austin, how Black and browns were getting killed by the police every year. This is the most it's slowed down, but as you can see, we still have officer-involved shootings. But I went down there to downtown Austin, and I was just like, hey, y'all, I want to talk about this. And I named a lot of people. And some dude, white dude, handed me a megaphone. He's like, hey, they need to hear you. And ever since, I just been talking. I still have that megaphone. And that's really how I became organized. And I would just speak in my mind, being blunt, being passionate, and just really stating facts.
I think like that megaphone like empowered you to like start doing all this.
Yes.
You know? Like more like into organizing, more into what you're doing right now.
Yes, it was more confirmation because it was thousands of people out there. But for someone to just hear me out of everybody, I don't know how it worked. I don't know if it was God, the universe, or whatever, but for them to just focus on and hear what I'm saying out of everybody out there that was antagonizing or saying passionate things or doing speeches or playing music. So for someone to be like, hey, you need to be heard. And that's all it took. I was just like, you darn right. You damn right. And ever since, I just freestyle. I don't really write like speeches. So I just try to bring passion and be intentional about what I say. Yes.
So can you just tell me a little bit more about the Healing Projects?
Yes, the Healing Project. We navigate resources to marginalized community members. And when I mean by marginalized community members, I mean like low income, people that are from the projects like me, born and raised in the projects in East Austin. That's Lupon Terrace, but it used to be Mesa Mena. Teachers, nurses, well, whoever is impacted, we serve them. The Healing Project have different programs. One of our popular programs right now is the Healing Closet. So we distribute baby care items like formula, baby food, diapers, wipe, baby hygiene items, you name it. We also distribute food, household items, hygiene items as well. We do that every Tuesday and Thursday out of our Healing Closet, and it's by appointment. And in addition to that, we also distribute bus passes and have a resource navigation list on our website that anyone can access that'll guide them to rental assistance, utility assistance, education, transportation, and other organizations that can possibly assist them. We also have this generational health program called Healing in the Hood. So we do meditation, we do sound bathing, we do flow coaching, we do asana poses, we do hula hoop healing. We actually have a partnership with the city of Austin. We're going to be having an event October 18th at Givens Park. It's our Roots and Wing Festival / Healing in the Hood. We're going to be doing getting in tune with nature. We're going to be learning different things about mushrooms, planting our own things. It's just going to be such a healing time. In addition to that, we have different partnerships with schools, like Texas Empowerment Academy, where we have food pantry there every month. And our next one is October 25th, and it's located at 58 East 100 East Palmer Lane. And it's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. No ID or appointment required to access that food there as well. We also have a walk-in pantry every second Friday of the month at the Healing Project. So those are the kind of programs that we have right now. The one that we're planning on launching that I'm excited about is our Healing on Wheels program, where we go directly to the people's door that can't make it to our healing closet. For example, people that just had a baby, people that just had surgery, the elderly, people that are impaired. Yes, absolutely. What made me create this program was being in East Austin. You really don't see our people like that. So they're mainly displaced. They're mainly in Maynard, Elgin, Pflugerville, Hutto, Kyle, Buda. They're on the outskirts, Leander, Cedar Park, you name it. They're not really in Austin anymore. So it's hard for them to get the services and even travel to where we're located, which is Central Austin now, technically what they call it. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
I did kind of want to go back a little bit and how you're talking about the programs that you provide as far as the whole healing aspect.
Yeah.
I do want to just kind of tap in. What is your goal with that as far as introducing it to a community that's kind of lost the whole healing, especially with the environment?
Honestly, our intention is just when we say healing, you're gonna always need to be healed, especially in different spaces. So we like to go to healthy and healed and unhealed spaces that need some healing. And like we also are gonna continue to heal. We're not gonna be healed. We're gonna be unhealed in some places and spaces in our lives. So our intention is to go to these places and introduce generational health. Everybody always say generational wealth, but you can't obtain it without generational health.
Absolutely.
And how do we do that? We get in tune with the universe, we get in tune with ourselves, we get in tune with one another, and we build that community, we build that solidarity, and we try to build healthy relationships while doing so.
Yeah, absolutely. The next question is, while you're also addressing, you know, all these basic needs to these people in the community, how do you also handle that while tackling bigger systemic issues, whether it's here in Austin or just stuff you see?
Oh, well, I'm also the North Austin Community Development Commissioner, so I try to make an impact as well as boots on the ground and also in a systematic way. And I also try to get my community involved as well. And what I mean by that, just letting them know where to show up, why to show up, putting it in a different language to translate or to filter so they understand how it impacts them and why we're in a space that we're in now. For example, years ago before Mueller, the whole Mueller Park in the lake, it was the airport. And it was nothing out there. And we advocated, not we, but Black and brown folks advocated, our people advocated for it to be removed because of the noise, the pollution, and a lot of things factored into that. So it was gone. But who benefited from that? Not us. So it's like, how do we learn to advocate, be strategic, and benefit short-term, long-term, and create 500 and 600-year plans like our allies, these white folks.
I guess the last question for this part is, as someone who's also been directly impacted and now you're a leader of your own organization, how do you keep yourself grounded through everything?
Oh, talking to God, I pray a lot because you carry a lot, especially doing God's work. So you got to stay connected to God and try to always get closer to God every single day. So every day I just try to become better. I'm not perfect, so I don't even know what a leader really looks like. I'm the first leader in my family. I'm one of the first leaders of my generation that's so connected to every angle, the political side, the community side, someone that's also directly impacted as well and have that lived experience. So yeah.
No, yeah, it totally makes sense. I think you're doing everything right as far as you don't identify yourself as a leader, but you're definitely doing the things that it takes to be a leader. So
thank y'all so much.
And then the next part?
Yes. So like, what do you think about the funding being cut for nonprofits?
What I think about it, oh my God, we're impacted. It's impacting everyone. It's a domino effect. There's hundreds of thousands, there's millions of people that depend on nonprofits every year, every month, every single day. It's horrible. Nonprofits are the anchor of a lot of communities. When the government, the city, state, and the feds don't know how to respond, we respond. We prepare. We navigate. We provide. Why take away from us?
Kind of going on to that, what are your thoughts of the whole government shutdown going on right now?
That's also another factor to what it affects nonprofits, it affects families, it affects communities, especially for a nonprofit that provides food and basic needs. But I'm just going to touch on food. We have partnerships with HEB, Costco's, and Central Texas Food Bank. So when when a partner writes us and informs us like, hey, the government shutdown will impact the community and it may impact your partnership. So it's like, yikes, we have thousands of people that depend on us every month. every year, and for just food. And it's just hard to say that we want to eradicate food insecurity or eliminate waste when we have to deal with those kind of barriers that are thrown at us, when all we want to do is feed people. Mm-hmm. When we know there's data that prove that since 2020, more children are in poverty. Mm-hmm. More children are starving. And what does that lead to? Death. Like, how can we avoid that? Mm-hmm. We start with the basic need items. And the government helps a lot of families access basic needs. The government helps a lot of nonprofit provide those resources and services for the community.
Mm-hmm. So my next segment is, what advice would you give to others, especially women or young people who want to start something in their own community?
You better do it right now. Don't wait on nobody. The first thought you have is, how can I help somebody or do something good? Act on it. Mm-hmm. Why not? We act on our negative ones and we see where that get us. So why not do God's work? Why not do something every single day before you lay your head on that pillow and be like, yeah, I did my big one, blessing that person, saying hello, opening that door, navigating them, encouraging them, winning and losing and winning and losing, and showing those people that it can be done. Being a leader. Like, I call myself a leader because that's what everybody say, but I'm just really a human, and I just do what God's tell me to do. I can't explain it. It's natural. I love to be a blessing, and I love to get blessed as well. Like that, we were just having a conversation, is when you're always boots on the ground, nonstop, you always have to restore and rest as well. So I would always tell a young lady, if you're out there boots on the ground, if you're a student, if you're a mother, if you're a sister, if you're an auntie, if you're a grandma, do the work, but also rest. So you can continue to do the work and show others how to rest and do the work. The difference between when I was younger and trying to organize and navigate this advocacy and nonprofit world, I didn't really have too many people that I was under their wing. It was just me. I was a radical. I wasn't the most liked person out here. I was just Nyeka. So now I'm more intentional, because I know I have young women looking up to me. And I don't want to be a bad example. I want to try to be the best example. So sometimes that come with good and bad. Absolutely. And it's just whatever someone take away from that. So just be yourself. The first thought, write it down, make some plans, act on it. Fail, win, just do it.
I think that's very inspirational for a lot of things going on right now. Is we definitely need people to act on what they see is wrong with the system and do what they can to make it better, because whether they realize it or not, their efforts are making these changes.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's really great. And my last question is, if you can imagine a healed, thriving Austin, what would it look like to you?
It'll look like the old Austin, but with the technology we have now, with all the resources and services and things that's coming in the future, that we have access to all of that. Because we can't even benefit off of gentrification at this moment, even living in this gentrified neighborhood. We can't access it living outside. A healed, thriving Austin. If folks decide to come back, allow them to come back. Let there be policies, programs, anything available for Austin natives to return back. And if they don't want to return back, also have resources out there for them. There's not many resources in these outskirt areas.
Absolutely.
That's why we're unhoused. That's why we're in low income. That's why they're building properties. They're forcing us to, like these new Chalmers, these new Rosewoods, all these new properties that, no, why don't we just put money towards other things? You know, there's a lot of things that we can benefit from other than properties, but just living healthy and have access to resources without double standards, without any barriers, without us having to look at white folks walk down the street with the dog, and the dog have a better life than us, cat have a better life than us. You know, we're tired of struggling. We're tired of doing these podcasts. We're tired of doing these protests. We're tired of doing all of this radical stuff. It would not be any of this. We'll have a healed Austin.
Yeah. Like, before we do end today's episode, is there any conversations you would like to have or anything you want to let the guests know or people watching?
Yes, I would love everybody to know that the Healing Project is currently aiming to launch a free store. When I say a free store, we're going to imagine walking into H-E-B, Costco, Sam's, but everything in there free. So like I said, we have a partnership with H-E-B, Costco, Central Texas Food Bank, so we get food and household goods. We'll be able to distribute baby items, household items, hygiene, food, household goods, and also at the same time network and connect with our community partners that we already have. So it'll be like a big resource hub that we will have. So that's what we're aiming. Where it's going to be called Healings. By the grace of God, it'll be called Healings. That's the name I got. So we're aiming to do that. We would love for everybody to support us. In the meantime, you can also support us by going to our website and clicking donate or click Healings. Either way, it'll support us through our Healing Closet, Healing on Wheels, or Healings, the free store. So that's what I would love the community to, check into. We need it in Austin. In addition to that, we're also looking for a new space. So unfortunately, we got a 90-day vacate notice because our landlords, the other one's foundation, didn't renew their master lease. So we have to vacate. So we're still transitioning. So if anybody knows some kind of perfect place, let us know. We'll look into it.
Perfect. And on that note, thank you, Nyeka, for coming in today and having this conversation with us. Lastly, thank you to DAWA Studios for letting us use their space to have these community talks, and see you guys soon.
Bye.
Yes, bye.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. DAWA Bill, y'all.